Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. After our little trip out to Deerford Village, we've returned to Defiance Bay, where we are working on some side quests, and we just picked up a murder mystery from the ciphers at Hadred House. Oh, hello there. Penhelm?
The life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Yeah. He's not gonna be happy. Penhelm's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step towards you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. Cheer up. Well, okay, what's this mean to you? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored years for it. And it all hangs on some coincidence of a past life. Any Deerwooden, rich or poor, can aspire to a position in the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of High Justice, except for those of us born with the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. Well, he's dead right when he puts it that way. But he is also a prick. So I'm gonna turn him in. What truth? That was over a century ago. I was some adherent who's dust in the ground now. His hand grips the sword pommel. I'll ask you one more time. Give that back. Don't be a fool, man. We're in public. He looks at the novitiates with him, which is why everyone will be shocked to hear you assaulted a company of Crucible Knights without provocation. Especially knowing you're so highly regarded in the keep. Oh, problematic. Okay. Well, we might have to reload if this really does screw up things in the keep, but it probably won't. As long as we win the fight. Then can explain ourselves. Where's the guy? There's Penhelm. I've been knocked down. Alright, Aloth, you want to cast...
I'm here.
That's not even... Oh well. Why are the mages in the front of our party? Pelagina, get over here. Ader, get over there. Knock some people down. Good grief. Loth, could you... Oh, nope, you've died. I guess you're not going to disengage.
I'm here.
That hurt him pretty good. What is your problem? Are you stunned or something? No. Then why don't you summon some worms? Love the worms. Oh boy, they're all attacking me. Okay, well, Penhelm's dead, so that's something.
Hey.
Okay, a little bit cramped, but we've done with it. Hopefully this isn't actually going to be a huge problem.
I'm here.
You know, funnily enough, do I have the breastplate in my possession now? Is it this one? Maybe. I don't know. I'm I'm not gonna give it back to Osric. I'm just gonna keep it. Okay, there was one, with regard to this, there was a Elka who should be around here somewhere. Oh, there she is right there, actually. Hi.
How do you do?
This dwarven woman is dressed and perfumed like a member of the nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggest she's been out here for quite some time. We don't have time just now. I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. Her eyebrows rise. That little Orlin finally got serious about this case, eh? Well, Dunrad Rose strapped for resources, so he sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it. She rolls her eyes. I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you want to know? Tell me about Kendall. What's to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? Elka smirks. We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. Wasn't gonna last. She picks the corner of her sleeve and looks away. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. Alright. What was he doing before he disappeared? She laughs sadly. The worst blazing rendition of the general speech from the Widow of the Wood that I'd ever heard. She shakes her head. I loved that fellow, but he was a tragic failure. Yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. So where did I speak to him? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards, we fell asleep. When I woke up, he was gone. No note, nothing. Okay, was anything off about him? He'd started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed alright, except that woman. She scowls. That woman, with her long, willowy legs and slender arms, always came around wearing these low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. Okay, what was her name? I don't know. I never cared to learn it. She uncrosses her arms and lets them slowly fall to her sides. Didn't realize it might be important. Alright, that's all I got for the moment. Okay, she's focusing heavily on the jealousy aspect. Which probably doesn't have anything to do with this, although plausible, but... Alright, over to Copper Lane, let's visit the library. I guess we owe the archivist an explanation, and hopefully, or archivist, what was her name? I don't know. Or, I mean, what was her title? Something like archivist. Grinda, anyway, we owe her an explanation. Hopefully she doesn't,
Hello.
get real pissed. Ever inquisitive, I see. Well, I found the scroll, but Whale personally asked me to hide it again. She gives you a long, stern look. I'd call anyone else a liar with a story like that, but coming from you, she squints behind her thick spectacles, there is a certain logic after all. And if you've served Whale, then you've served me too. She presents you a folded section of fabric. Whale is both a keeper and a discoverer of secrets. May this hood aid you in revealing what's obscured and keep you hidden from those who wish you harm. Well, our honest reputation helped us out here, I guess. You find a key in your palm. You're also free to visit the Elder Archives and take whatever books or scrolls you find in the open. Spreading and circulating new mysteries is part of our service to the obscured. I feel like I don't tell her about this, that being said. We just go take it from the archives now that we have access. Oh, also, I was right all along. That quest does get us a key to this archive. Though apparently it's still stealing to take anything off the shelves, but out in the open we have Scrolls of Valor and Defense. This bitch, they said I can...
Feels like I ate bad soup.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't out in the open, but it's also not stealing anything from it, so like... Ah, the Theorems of Pancrum. A heavy old book that carries the dust of centuries. The pages are as fine and thin as onion skin and covered with obscure diagrams and notes on animancy. I guess it wasn't out in the open, but still. I mean, Alright. So our business in the library is concluded. Hopefully we don't get banned from it. I love libraries, but, you know, it's one book. They'll live. Alright, what else? What else? What else? Well, we gotta turn this in, but then, well, there's a merchant in Copperlane we should talk to while we're here. Then we should probably visit First Fires and maybe clear up any possible
Thanks,
misunderstandings.
but I'm not
in the keep.
interested, Isilmir.
Stalwart's been attacked by ogres and could be sacked any day, huh? Alright, Laura.
How do you do?
Looking into some disappearances, and I hear your sister's gone missing. Laura's voice drops to a whisper. I didn't think anyone would help me. Cora disappeared. I tried Dunred Row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens here. She points her thumb at the large building behind her. No one had time to look for a missing girl then. She bites her lip. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you that'll help, just ask. Alright, tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister. Always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, that she'd be remembered and happy and important. Laura shakes her head. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theater job, I thought she was about to turn around. Okay, that's a theater connection. That's pretty clear, actually. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She's just gotten into this acting troupe called the Laura's browsing it. You know this, come on. The Revel of Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. Laura hesitates. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. When did you last see her? She was at our house getting ready for a big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see her with anyone? She is very sociable. She's always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. Laura puts both hands over her heart. You don't know how much this means to me, just to know someone's actually looking for her. Okay. Theater troupe is the connection, very clearly. We will ask the third person, which could be helpful, but theater troupe. The woman is who the dwarf blamed, but she was super jealous, so we can't necessarily count on that, but theater troupe. Alright, let's go to First Fires. We have a couple of quests here. We probably won't advance the main quest just yet, but... we will turn in our several side quests here. First of all, actually, I guess we're closer to here. Alright, first of all, here. We've got to talk to that priestess, and we've got the dragon spark that you wanted. Is that other quest? Okay. Well,
How do you
Fergus
do?
first. May you be guided and tempered by the flame. You still have visions of the falls? Her voice is low and quiet. Yes, and of the cave, and something within. Some small, bright ember of faith guarded by a terrible danger. I only wish I could go myself. She turns a guilty gaze at the statue. Well, I journeyed to Searing Falls, and I found this burning stone there. She takes the stone in her hands and gasps. By the flame, do you know what this is? Nope. She turns it in her hands. This is a piece of the Godhammer bomb. The very weapon that Magron herself helped us build to defeat Widewood and the Saints War. Damn, piece of the bomb? To end up over there? The blast must have been... Alright. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing into its bright glow. It's weird, seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. Never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. Oof, that's a little harsh. Well, she entrusted... Maybe I'll be nice. She entrusted the Godhammer to her followers. Maybe she's trusting you again. Transformation through trial. She turns the stone in her hands. It isn't an easy answer, but I would expect no less from my goddess. As she looks at the statue, a flame springs from its raised hand. One of the things I've always loved about Magran is her affinity for fire. How it grows and spreads. You feel the warmth from the fire rippling across the room. You've given me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people of Defiance Bay the support they need. And let me give you something you might need. She disappears, returning quickly with something in her hands. A weapon worthy of the goddess herself. Please accept it as thanks for your service to Magran, and to me. Thank you. Farewell, farewell. What'd I get? Unforgiven. It's a flail, which converts great. It's exceptional. Converts grazes to hits, 20% attack speed, 25% burn damage. Nice. The origin of this item is a point of contention among the followers of Aethos and Wodoka. The Aethosians claimed their priests had it commissioned in the early aftermath of the Saints' War in hopes it would coax their god back into the world to finish what he started. Wodokans, on the other hand, claimed the item was older than that, an instrument of retribution against Oathbreakers originally employed by the Steel Garret, an order of Wodokan paladins devoted to the enforcement of oaths and contracts, often in mirthless fashion. The flail itself is unique in that the spiked ball at its end was fashioned out of an incense burner, and when it sees vigorous use, the smell of incense blankets the area. Its reputation has led to a handful of notable deceptions whereby people who defied their agreements were frightened into honoring them, and the smell of incense was introduced into the negotiation room or bedchamber. Pretty badass. That's a nice flail. Although, I don't know how a Magran priest ended up with it, if it's being disputed between Aethos and Wodokan followers, but, okay. What else? Talk to her. Keep. Brackenbury. Osric. Oh, that's right, we gotta talk to this person. Somebody was claiming our... Did that say the Hall of Records, or did I make that up? Let's check the Hall of Records. Maybe he's up here. Yep, here he is. Chancellor, Marshal, what's up? Thank you for coming, Sea Lord. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Batamar's military advisor. He'll serve as a witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you've created a bit of a stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Cadnua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Cadnua is in question. Earl Batamar has issued a ruling on the matter. Can't help to suck up a little. I'm sure the Earl will make a... Well, alright. Cadnua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed the land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. If there were no other claimant, you would be correct. Unfortunately, this is not the case. All will be made clear once Lord Gathbin arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Well, tell me about Earl Batamar. Earl Batamar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Batamars govern the northern earldom, known as the Grasp. As to the current Batamar, he's as fine a man as I know. It's an honor to serve him. Well, that sounds like sucking up to me, but it could be true. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood, that encompasses notable settlements such as New Hayamar, Gieran's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course Cadnua. New Hayamar must be the headquarters, because we've heard people mention that as one of the big cities a few times. Yenwood? When the Deerwood was a mere colony of Edir, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Edirans were defeated and driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. Alright, I got other questions. What do you know about Gathbin? Well, I've met him but once. It was ample time to determine the character of Lord R. Gathbin, or lack thereof. Well, then, at least he's not a fan. He's descended from an old Ediran line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rannig Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war. until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. I see. What's that about Road Warden? Oh, the one who rules Cadnua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official yet, but the title's an appropriate form of address. The Marshal nods and smiles. Well, actually, that sounds pretty, promising. I think asking outright would be dumb, probably. I don't have any other questions. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathbin now. At least these two seem to like me better than Gathbin. Damn, a lot of us now. I guess it's mostly my companions. An opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair, dressed in dark, glinting mail, shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Cadnua belongs to me by right. Then where is this pretender? He who murdered the Radricks, my own sister and her husband, and now steals my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Okay, the Radricks, first of all, he murdered his own wife, and he was a huge asshole. He had it coming. Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This man here? This is the Lord of Cadnua? I thought he was just another servant, perhaps a valet or a porter. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on then, don't be shy. Imbecile! I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Cadnua when our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Cadnua, Earl Badamar finds the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Cadnua is the rightful property of the Gathbin family. Oh, that's not so great. I knew it! Gathbin smirks at you triumphantly. Okay, I'll just kill the asshole then. I'm not yet finished reading my letter. Oh, that's more promising. Gathbin rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Sea Lord Janda's part in reclaiming Cadnua, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Cadnua is returned to the Gathbin family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathbin will provide compensation in the form of... Absolutely not. Gathbin folds his arms, defiant scowl on his face. My lord? Warren raises his eyebrows. The amount is quite reasonable and a requirement for your land to be returned to you, if you'll just allow me to finish. I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send that son of a whore. Gathbin raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from him, arms raised in defense. Yeah, we're gonna stop him. Keep your hands off me, you peasant! Gathbin yanks his arm free of your hand and steps back. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. In anticipation of what? If they started this fight right now, it would be 8v2. And it would not end well for you guys. My lords, please, there's no need for violence. Okay, the Chancellor's a little useless, but that guy looks pretty tough, so 7v2 at least. Lord Gathbin holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come, Captain Emery, we're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Well, that guy's an asshole. Well, I can't say Gathbin's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with a lot worse than that guy. I hope you're right, Warren smiles thinly. In any case, Cadnua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathbin has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter, which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Cadnua. By right, it's yours now. Ooh, Gerard Havenes Stennis. Alright, well, I don't need to tell Gathbin anything, really, do I? You know what? Let's be the bigger man just to be an asshole. It's not really being the bigger man in that case exactly, but you know he will reject this, but it'll just make him look like more of a jerk. That is a generous offer, and I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathman. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Warren bows. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Sea Lord. The Marshal nods at you and leaves. Yeah, we're gonna have to... He's gonna try to kill us, but we can deal with that. Alright, what's that leave then? I think well, we need to get invited, which means we need to talk to the knights. And we also need to talk to the knights for... this reason, so I think we've got a quest to turn in Brackenbury as well, but I think we go talk to the knights now. Hopefully I haven't actually pissed them off too much by killing Penhelm or whoever. I mean, we have the affidavit and all, so maybe we can explain ourselves. Oh, hey, level up. That's good. I'll take it after we've, Oh, damn. That even just gave us experience. What? Oh. Wait, are we hostile to the knights entirely now, or what's going on? Wait, no, this is one of the automatons. Have they gone rogue or something? Bet you. It's kind of an obvious thing to happen, really. They're pretty tough.
Nothing I can do.
Damn. Alright. That did it. I think that was a gunshot. Well, they've got his swords and binding copper. I bet you they've gone rogue. That's kind of an obvious potential problem. I did it more to get in with the knights than I actually thought it was a good idea. And yeah, it looks like it was a bad idea. Forge Knight's definitely being problematic. Okay. We're gonna need to go ahead and let me just throw a fireball at them. Don't know if fire's gonna hurt them a lot actually. The Loth's acid might be more effective. Whoa, Pelagina, intercept that one please. Ada, you can deal with that one. Oh, what the heck? Why are we in acid? What, do these knights have magic? Don't love that possibility. Alright, toss out some acid and I'll start throwing it. Oh, that's the book. This one. I guess we'd all maybe better level up. Well, okay. The experience just keeps on accumulating. Like, it's strictly cumulative, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll level up when we're through with this fight. Do I have a specific, Rogue Forge Knights? Yeah, we just have to kill them all.
Absolutely.
Gold? Here's over here is the Smith. Maybe we can help him out. Loth, acid. Me, fire. They're immune to acid? Why are they immune to acid? Also, why didn't I throw fire? Because I can't get into the damn room. Everyone through the door. Now fire. There we go. Pedal fight. Thanks. These are all vessels. It'd be nice to have.
Yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa! They just healed a ton for some reason, didn't they? They have mutual healing. That's a big
Hey.
problem. I think blindness works on it. What does that?
I'm here.
Not too surprising. Yeah.
What's the
Fire almost does, and also letting probably should have fire. They don't even have good equipment.
Certainly.
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Is it theft?
It's done.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know why we bothered. Okay, I guess we clear the whole place while we're at it now. Anything in there? I don't know how many of these there's gonna be. Fox. Get over here, eat them up.
Yes?
Alright, they're not literally everywhere. They're not up here. Hopefully they didn't get a chance to make that many. They literally had one when I left. This will probably help cover up that whole killing Penhill thing. Somehow I doubt they'll even notice his death in the midst of this bloodbath. A little bit of fire, please. That's isn't it? Oh, hell, it does. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that turned them hostile, actually. Jeez. Hopefully it didn't turn all of them hostile.
I'm ready.
Nothing I can do.
Didn't mean it, guys. It was just a little graze from a fireball. Come on now, we've all been there. Surely. Oh, Palagina's down. Ader is kind of getting overrun. Well, yeah, I really didn't need this distraction from the damn... Just the Shiar back here.
Stand together!
Okay, yes, everyone has
Can't get a good shot at this.
Well, figure out how to get a good shot, Sagani. Let's fire at this one, and hopefully it'll I think it did affect all of them, just maybe not enough. Alright, Aloth, you want to go for something fancy, like more concussive missiles?
Good shot.
Target them with this pile of corpses. Really good healing.
It's no use!
That's not very helpful.
Okay. Accidentally killed 2 Justiciars. Really didn't mean that. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Can't see how anyone would know it was us, though, so... Oh, boy.
Brave.
Okay, if more
Can't
than
get
this
a
one, like,
good shot at this.
if we've actually broken
That's
the
not
quest
very
for
helpful.
hopefully. This guy was kind of supposed to be part of the same group, I think, so maybe he's just special. people behind. I guess they both died, huh?
I'm ready.
Get out here.
I'm here.
Alright, up the stairs to the commander. Hopefully he's not hostile to us. Nope. Okay, we're alright. Hey, Cliver! There's, Oh, you actually won your fight. Well done. At least Cleaver, really, right? But, yeah.
1 minute. My Justiciars were training the Forge Knights. In the next, they were being cut to pieces.
Yeah, not actually the greatest idea, apparently, Cleaver. Sorry.
But the survivors owe their lives to your skill. You fought valiantly, worthy of any seasoned soldier. In fact, I'm naming you an honorary Justiciar. As a reward for your service, please accept this blade and armor, worthy of a Knight of the Crucible. If there's anything else I can do for you, you need only ask.
Alright, honorary Knight of the Crucible.
I'll send word to Fleetbreaker Castle immediately. We clearly didn't understand the Forge Knights as well as we thought. For now, we'll have to continue recruiting the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I think maybe they're too unpredictable to use safely, buddy.
Knowing how firmly you stand by your principles, I'm glad you agree with my assessment of the situation. And if I'd listened to Dunstan, none of this would have happened in the first place. I won't make that mistake again.
Something else I can do for you? Yes, I understand you're attending the Animancy hearings over at the palace.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
What do you think about Animancy? Despite what happened with the Forge Knights, Animancy merits further study in other contexts. There's much yet that Animancers could do to cure soul maladies, strengthen essence, perhaps even ameliorate the effects of the legacy. He scratches his chin. We won't know until we try, and we can't afford to sit on our hands while our rivals watch us grow weak. Well, I do agree. Clearly the Forge Knights were just a little bit of an overstep. Tell me about the hearings. He gives you a gruff frown. They're progressing slower than I'd like. The dozens raise a ruckus whenever anyone so much as mentions Animancy, and the Dominals are obfuscating matters on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm confident Evar will see reason eventually. Yeah, I need an audience with the Duke. I'd like to attend the hearings. And we'll be glad to have you with us. Evar will no doubt find your presence persuasive, and we need all possible support to see that he gives Animancy a fair chance. Indeed. Alright, I guess we're in. Alright, anything else? Let's see. Hermit, yes. Okay, so we can join that, but we should deal with, let's see. Companion quest, companion quest, companion. Not companion quest. Just not doing this, I think. Not giving him the breastplate. So companion quest, endless paths, companion quest, bounties, etc. Yeah, alright. The only things we really want to do then are this and this, I believe. Yeah. So that we just need to hand in. And for that we have to go to Andra's Gift and find something. Ooh, a quest. On a remote island in the Deadfire Archipelago, the famed apothecary Tamawatua creates potions and unguents that are renowned from Nasitak to the southern edges of the Eastern Reach. He boasts that the secret to his success is his location within the archipelago, from which he has access not only to a huge array of native creatures and plants, but also to merchants traveling from all the settled parts of the world. Lately, Tama's home and laboratory have come under attack by pirates, forcing him to flee from island to island almost every day. The apothecary's clients and Tama's many children have pled with the pirates to stop their pursuit. Receiving no sympathy from the pirates and no help from the mainland rulers of Abbott, they've turned to mercenaries in the Eastern Reach for help. Alright. Does the grieving mother want to handle that, I guess?
The Crucible Knights have their ambitions, but the stability of Defiance Bay is foremost in their mind. The Dukes are thinking only of their trading assets, not the long-term health of our partners in the Deerwood. If Defiance Bay falls, all we will have left are overland routes. Not much comfort.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything bad happen to Defiance Bay either. Good. When we tell the Duke, I hope he believes us. Alright. So we're gonna go to Andra's... We should level up. We're gonna go to Andra's Gift and talk to the last person there about this murder business.
Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.